What's up, guys? My name is John Hawes, RNCCRN with NRSNG.com, where our goal is to give you the tools and the confidence that you need to succeed in nursing school, on the NCLEX, and in your life as a nurse. To help you succeed on this journey, we've created weekly cheat sheets that we send to you every single Friday. To sign up, head over to nrsng.com/freebies. That's nrsng.com/freebies. And every single Friday, we'll send you a cheat sheet on pediatrics, OB, med-surg, mental health, ICU, critical care, every single aspect of nursing care to help you succeed. That's nrsng.com/freebies. All right, now let's roll into the show.
What is up, guys? Welcome to the podcast. Today, we're going to talk about the delegation aspect of time management. It's really important, not just in nursing clinicals, when you're working that first year or the rest of your years as a bedside nurse. We're just going to talk about how important this is. So, I kind of went into nursing thinking, okay, I've got let's say I've got 4 patients. For all intensive purposes, let's say I have 4 patients. I used to think those 4 patients, I'm responsible for them. It's no one else is going to take care of them. It's going to be me, and I have to do literally everything for them. However, I quickly learned that nursing is a team sport. We all have a common goal to make sure we get through our shift and make sure our patients progress in their care plans, that they're safe and cared for, and everybody's needs have been met. And you truly cannot do that alone. You cannot care for your patients independently and expect to be all things to all of your patients all the time and do that independently of your coworkers, just like they can't get through their shift without the assistance of others. So keep that in mind. It is not each of us in our little silos doing our own work with our head down. We are all head up, working together, all on one big team, getting our patients, progressing them through each day as they're in the hospital. So as you're looking at the 1,000,001 tasks that you are responsible for, think about how you can incorporate the team into caring for your patients. And I'm not saying unload tasks on other people, but if there is a way that someone who is caught up and is available can help you, leverage them. So it's an absolutely important aspect, and I guess the foundation and cornerstone of delegation is communication. And this isn't just delegation. Hold on, let me backtrack a little. Delegation can mean a couple things. It can mean delegating to the nursing assistant or your support staff, where, they come in and they have responsibilities like bathing the patient's vitals and those kinds of things. That would be delegating to them. But there's also, you can delegate to your colleagues as well. So, if I'm caught up and my other my other coworker is dying, I can go in and say, hey, what can I do for you? Delegate tasks to me so I can help you get caught up. Do that every single shift. I'm someone that will do that in most, if not all, of my coworkers. If they see one of us dying and really overwhelmed or behind, hey, what can I do to help you? I love when we get a new patient and every nurse comes in the room and, hey, what can I do? What can I do? And we're all helping each other out. So keep in mind, delegation can mean both things. Both things. So if you're working with another nurse closely, like maybe you have break partners or a pod member or something, so me and John, we each have 4 patients and we have a CNA between us, but we're break partners. So when I go to break, he watches my patients, and when he goes to break, I watch his. A lot of facilities will kind of set up that. Ask and communicate with them at the beginning of the shift, like touch base with them and see what kind of larger things that they have going on that they kind of have to plan their time around. So maybe they have a patient that is going to probably transfer, or maybe they have a patient they have to send down to the OR, or maybe they have a family meeting about end of life stuff at a specific time, or maybe their first step for an admission. Keep those things in mind. Not that you have to do anything about them, but the more you're kind of aware of those things, and the more they're aware of that about your patients, the more prepared they are to help when it's needed. And the same thing with you. Same thing with your CNA. Touch base with them at the beginning of the shift, because rarely is there one CNA for one nurse. There's typically many nurses and less CNAs. So And when I say CNA, I mean certified nursing assistant. So keep in mind, your CNA has more patients they're responsible than yours. So their time management you're not aware of all of the things that they have to do. So you can't just go up to do this, and this, because they have other things they have to consider. So it's important if at the beginning of the day or night, you touch base with them. Hey, just so you know, I just got a report. This patient and this patient, we got to do a bath on them. This one has a dressing change. This one I'm really going to need help with turning. This one's going to transfer. Those kinds of things. And I would always touch base and say, hey, when are you planning on doing your other baths, so I can kind of plan around you, and maybe I can help you do the bed bath for this patient, and then I can do my assessment at this time. So those kinds of things helps them feel supported, like we're all on a team helping each other get stuff done. And we're all kind of on the same page, if that makes sense. So as you're going through your day, try to keep in mind ways that you can help your team out. If you're walking your patient to the bathroom and the CNA has been meaning to switch their sheets out, just take care of that for them. Just because it's the CNA's responsibility to do this doesn't mean they have to do it. If you're in a position to help them out, do it. And that way they'll do that for you as well. Remember, it is a team sport. Another example, if your coworker's patient put on their call light and they need to go to the bathroom, just take them to the bathroom for them. Don't spend 20 minutes trying to find that CNA or that nurse. Just go do it for them, so that they'll do that. They'll do that for you. The patient's needs get addressed better. Everyone's time is spent, effectively and efficiently. And if you're walking to the bathroom and you see their IV fluids are about to run dry and they're on continuous IV fluids, go run to the med room and grab a new one and hang it for them. Be conscious of others and help them out. And hopefully they'll do the same for you. And then, again, the patients get better care faster. But let me talk about a couple common rookie mistakes, and I made these mistakes myself. When I first started out, I was too scared to delegate. The CNAs were very confident. They're very capable. They knew what they were doing, and I did not. I did not feel comfortable in my role. So I did not feel comfortable delegating to them at all. So what I did was I tried to do everything by myself. I did not want to bother the CNAs. So if I knew my patient needed a bath, I just went and gave him a bath. Even if it meant I was going to be late on meds for 3 other patients, I was still too scared to do it. And that was just so inefficient. And if you think about it, I have a certain amount of tasks as the registered nurse that I have to get done. The CNA also has various tasks that they must get done. However, there are tasks that only I as the nurse can do that the CNA cannot do. Therefore, it is much more efficient for me to spend the time that I have on those tasks that only I can do, if that makes sense. So, if the CNA is caught up and I still have to give a bunch of meds, but I'm doing a bed bath, it doesn't make sense for me to be behind on medications to give a bed bath when the CNA can do that within their license. Then I'll go do the things that are within mine. And we help each other out when we can. And the way that I help out the CNA will look different than the way I help out the registered nurse colleague, because there's different things that I can do to help them out. So keep that in mind. And it's kind of the similar mentality when our patients, have what the mentality that patients have when they don't want to bother the nurse with something. They think, I just don't want to bother them, so I'll take care of it. When it would be just much easier, faster, and safer if they just let me know. And it's the same thing with delegation. I remember, I don't know why, I'll never forget this. I had this patient that had to go to the bathroom, and I was already really behind, and they had to go to the bathroom, and I was walking them to the bathroom, and the CNA walked in the room, and they were like, Katie, what are you doing? You have way too many meds to pass to take all of your patients to the bathroom. I will take this patient to the bathroom, go pass your meds. And it was almost like she was giving me permission to delegate. And I really appreciated it because it was during that period of time when I did not feel confident in that. And I really needed to delegate to survive. So it's really, really important. So don't make that common rookie mistake of just trying to quietly do everything yourself and not bother the CNA. Start off delegating the way that you need to. Do it in a very respectful way. And I think the best way to start out doing that is building rapport with your CNAs and your colleagues and communicating with them at the beginning of the shift. So when you do delegate, it's not a surprise. It's not like, oh, they're telling me what to do. It's like, hey, it's just what we do. It's part of taking care of patients. So, hey, I know you're going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing this. Can I work around you so we can get this task done? Oh, and by the way, Mr. Smith, he needs a blood sugar taken at this time. You know, those kinds of ways of communicating instead of go take Mr. Smith's blood sugar. And also just being really respectful of other people's time. So not spending 20 minutes trying to find the CNA whose patient it is. Like, that is my biggest pet peeve, y'all. If someone says, hey, I need blank, and you delegate and they say, that's not my patient, that makes me so mad. That makes me... there are 4 patients on this unit that are mine, but I will do what needs to be done for them as appropriate, and I'm not going to spend half an hour trying to find their nurse or their CNA. I will do what I can as appropriate instead of just sitting at the desk playing on my phone saying that's not my patient. So I'll get off my soapbox. But so that is how delegation is an essential aspect of time management. Hope you check out the next episode. It's going to be on communication, and we'll dive a little bit deeper into that. But no, this is hard. It's challenging being a new nurse or a nursing student and delegating. But there are things that you as the registered nurse have to get done, and only you can do that. So I encourage you to do that. All right. Thanks, guys.
All right. I hope that was helpful today, guys. I hope that gave you some motivation, some inspiration to go out and to be your best self, to go out and to become the nurse that you want to be, to make a difference, and to do the best work that you can. Listen, we're here to help you along your way. At NRSNG.com, our goal is to give you tools and confidence to help you in nursing school, on the NCLEX, and in life. One of those tools we created is our Friday freebies, these weekly PDF cheat sheets that you can refer to on the clinical floor, in the classroom, and just throughout your entire career as a nurse. To get these cheat sheets, head over to nrsng.com/freebies. That's nrsng.com/freebies. You guys, if you need anything, we're here for you. You can reach out to us on social media or via email at contact@nrsng.com. We want you to succeed. We want to help you along the way. We're here to hold your hand. We're here to give you the tools, the confidence that you need to achieve success in this journey to nurse. All right, so you guys know what time it is now. It's time to go out and be your best self today. Happy nursing.